Fallout 1 is a top-down RPG game that is often referred to as the first Fallout game. This is possibly due to being the first Fallout game, although I may need to fact check that one, I am not sure. If for whatever reason you don't know what Fallout is, here's a quick rundown. You got all that? Alright, good, let's go. So Fallout 1 was released in 7BG, and it was created by a group of sadists and it was Interplay and Black Isle Studios who made it their mission to create a game where the player never had fun ever. Now Grungus, I hear you say, are you implying that Bethesda slop games are better than the originals?
Well, yeah.
So in this game, the stats are very important, especially AP. I learned that one the hard way. And for my character, I had to preach the ones I chose Albert, mainly because he's the main canonical protagonist, and also because his portrait makes him look like a smug asshole, and I think that's really funny. And these are the stats I chose. Mainly I chose to be a big brain gunswinging kind of guy. And I was fairly low now. I'm going to be putting a lot in this speech because I'll be important later. So our hero's journey begins when the overseer of our vault comes down to tell us that he broke his favorite pair of Beats headphones and he has to send us out into the wasteland and buy him some new ones. Upon exiting, we encounter the first of many tribulations along our journey.
Fuck you! You fucking dick!
This game's opening dungeon is merely a prelude to its love of fucking rats, as in my experience, Fallout 1 is the world's best rat-killing simulator. While we're here, we get a bit into my favorite part about this game, that being the turn-based combat. Not much of an issue here, since most of the rats die in like 1 or 2 hits, you know, but it becomes very annoying later, we'll get into that. Also, the fact that most of your shots fucking miss all the time for literally no reason at all is really annoying. So anyway, the first location we check out is Vault 15, because the Overseer said that'd be a good place to start. Although when we get there, all we find is more rats, a giant rat with all the rules, and discover that there's literally nothing here, so I don't know what the fuck point of sending us here was. Down the road from Vault 15, we can discover a small town called Shady Sands, which is a completely unimportant town that will never do anything ever become anything, and nothing bad to ever happen ever in the future, I promise. We can find our first companion, Ian, who I definitely won't accidentally kill later. I decided to help out the town a bit because I'm just that nice of a guy, what can I say? The guard up front told me to go clear out the local rat scorpion cave, so we go do that, easy peasy wickety split. Later, some random girl or something got kidnapped by raiders, so we do a little trolling and massacred a bunch of them. Soon we discover a place called Necropolis, which is a city populated only by smelly gross goo owls. We explore the sewers a bit and find a group of ghouls who tell us they have a water chip, but they need us to fix their water pump first so they don't die. So we go do that, because again, we're just a nice guy. We get onto the hidden vault and take their water chip to no resistance for some reason.
What the fuck's happening? Oh, man! Why the fuck you do that? Oh, man.
We go back to our vault and return to our Overseer. Hooray, the story is now over and the game is complete.
Wrong! Soon
The Overseer tells us that he's read our reports and they're really scary. We gotta go stop the new looming threat that was discovered. So while stumbling around the waste like a soggy baboon, we find a random bunker in the middle of the desert. We walk up to the front door and find these two dorks standing guard who tell us this is the home of the Brotherhood of Steel, with a fact I'm sure will never be important ever. Anyway, we asked the guy if we can join up, and he says he's gotta go ask his manager first. Soon he comes back and tells us the only way you will let us in is if we go on a literal suicide mission to a radiated hellhole known as the Glow, and come back with some technology proving that we did it.
What kind of place is this?
So we do that and come back and become an initiate of the Brotherhood of Steel. Here we can get power armor and a USB drive that'll become important later. And that's kind of it though, the Brotherhood doesn't really do much in this game. Although we can meet Mr. Krabs. That's real, by the way. We talked to some geezer who tells us there are rumors that the Nords are going to try to take the whole of Solstheim. That there are rumors that mutants are coming from the north and we should go check it out.
I'm bored.
So here we find the source to the Master's army, that being the Mariposa military base, after fighting like 5 billion fucking super mutants. We get to the basement and encounter the lieutenant, the right-hand man of the master and pseudo-leader of his armies. Oh wait, shit, fuck, I forgot to mention the master. Okay, so there was this guy named like Joe Mama or something, and once he fell into a vat of goo and became the world's first Discord mod. After being turned into goo, he kinda went a little crazy, a little bonkers, and dare I say bananas, as one would. And he then decided the best course for humanity was turn them all into super mutants and then establish a new world order and a cult. We'll get back to the base. So after a not at all drawn out and climactic battle with the lieutenant lasting 30 minutes, it's not a joke by the way, it's actually how long it took me, we then locate the main control room, plant the bomb on it, and blow up the whole base, stopping the mutant threat from growing. After we do that, we return back to the Brotherhood to tell them of our accomplishment, and them being the lazy, ungrateful bastards that they are, they just kind of look at us and go, okay, cool, thanks, I guess. So we tell the Brotherhood to go fuck off, and we're gonna go do our own thing. So the final act is here, and it's time to put an end to the mutant threat once and for all by stopping the Master. We go due south of the Boneyard, and if you don't know what the Boneyard is, it's literally just a place where all the people in the wasteland collectively store their bones. Anywho, here we find a massive church called the Cathedral, and it's the headquarters of the previously mentioned cult with the Master, calling itself the Unity. So we head on inside and discover everyone in here is a brain-dead lobotomite who gives no useful information on what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. We just talk to the head priest named like, I don't know, Morbius or something. And they just keep telling us, oh, it's at the top of the tower. But the door there is locked and I can't pick it because I'm too stupid. I soon find out I gotta barter a key off one of the members. I could just kill him anyway, but I'll take care of itself soon enough. We reach the top of the tower. Fine, Morpheus. Choose the wrong dialogue choices. Kill him! Take his key and his robes to disguise ourselves. Using that key, we open a door to the secret room and go down to the vault below. Since we have our handy dandy disguise, none of the mutants or cult members attack us. Maybe because they're too stupid, I guess, but I don't know. The deeper we go in the vault, the grosser it gets, with flesh seeping from everywhere and the walls oozing green slime. At the heart of the base, we discover the grotesque visage of the Master himself hiding away in his goon cave. He preaches his doctrine to us and tries to get us to join his side. However, we came prepared with a counter-argument. Using our high speech skill and a holotape given to us by a Brotherhood earlier, we can prove to the Master that the super mutants he creates are actually sterile, and therefore his so-called Master race is doomed to fail. He tries to pull the no card on us, but he soon decides we are right and decides to kill himself and destroy the cathedral along with him, killing all the members of the Unity. We return home to the vault to inform our overseer of our success and go back to normal life within the vault. However, the overseer has different plans. He decides that due to our time spent in the waste, we become a rizless beta chud and we're gonna scare all the hoes, so we must leave and never return. Banished from our home, we venture off into the wasteland to make our own home.
With blackjack and hookers.
And thus ends the story of Fallout the First, The One. I think the narrative was pretty cool and it's the main thing I enjoy about this game. But yeah, that brings us to the stuff I didn't like. I really did not enjoy the gameplay of this game. The mechanics of the turn-based combat and such are really obtuse and tend to make the game unenjoyable. I understand part of this comes from the fact that the game is almost like 30 years old. I'm not an idiot. Okay, well I am, but you know, not in this regard. I'm really not a fan of how you just have to like sit there and getting your fucking ass beat waiting for it to be your turn. And then once it is my turn, just like wasting all my AP using the heal. I also shouldn't fucking miss enemies that are 5 feet in front of me, and I know most of that equates to skill, but, you know, still, it's stupid. I also find it annoying that you can't give companions better gear so they don't die instantly in every encounter. And one last thing that's like another minor annoyance. From what I've read, I'm pretty sure it's like a cut content kind of thing. But in my ending, it said that Shady Sands was attacked and destroyed by the mutant army, and I have no idea what the hell it's talking about. Even a random encounter guy said they were recently attacked and destroyed, but I was like just there before the ending, so I have no idea what the hell that's referring to. On a lighter note, here's a ranking of all the random encounters I had. Any combat encounter, F tier. Random nothing burgers, F tier. Guy in a desert selling cars, A tier, that's hilarious. Aliens, S tier. British jump scare. I don't know the Doctor Who approved this, but it's kinda alright. A tier. Evil ass cows, S tier. Patrick the Celt, F tier. Cause like 60% of my encounters with this asshole. The Godzilla reference, I think, A tier. Money truck, S tier. Set me up for the whole game. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is my first time doing a video of this style in this more talkative format. So let me know if you want more of this and what can I do to improve. If you like what I do, feel free to like and subscribe and join the Discord below if you like. Here's some other videos. Wow, look at that. Fallout playlist. Crazy. Alright, well, see you guys in the next one. Once again, thanks for watching.